What's going on, guys? Princess Toby here, and I want to welcome you to today's digital business survival show. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for waiting on me. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm so excited and I'm so glad to have you on board today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I see you, Janet. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Victory. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. I want to make today's show real quick, and I don't want to, if I don't mention your name, please don't get mad at me. But I really appreciate you joining in today. I really appreciate you tuning in with me today. It's really, really a pleasure to have you on board. Give me a 10 if you're in the house and you're excited for today's topic, which is we're talking about freelancing sites where you can register your gig and start making your money real quick and real fast. Give me 100. Give me 100% to show me that you're ready and you're ready to take notes. You have your pen, you have your notes, and you're ready to dive into today's topic to know how you can, where the sites where you can register your gig and start minting your money as a freelancer. Remember, this is the Digital Business Survival Show. My name, once again, is Princess Toby, aka the Wealth Survival Princess. And the goal of this show is to help every entrepreneur out there, every business owner, to maximize the internet for profit. Whether you're already online or you're offline, how you can migrate yourself online, or whether you're employed and how you can create a passive income source for yourself. If you are unemployed, how you can bring your game online and start making money without depending on the status of the economy or your ability to go out or not. If you are in any country, if you're an immigrant with or without your papers, how you can begin to make money despite not having papers and do it legally. If you are a full-time housewife, Talking Digital Business Survival Show is meant to open your eyes to see the opportunities that you can begin to maximize from the comfort of your home without going out, without leaving your home, so that you can begin to make money to support your spouse. And it would also give you some kind of freedom. So it will give you some kind of what's the word now? You would have some kind of fulfillment when you know that you are able to also provide with some ways, whether little or in a big way, for your family without waiting on or everything and waiting on your spouse to provide you for everything. This is this is the essence of the Digital Business Survival Show, and I'm so glad to have you on board. It's an honor, it's a privilege, and I hope that you're ready for today's show. Now, for the past, during this week, we have been talking about freelancing and have been telling you about what you can do as a freelancer if you have a skill and how you can begin to maximize that skill that you have. And I told you that freelancing simply means offering your expertise for money. Now, you may say to yourself, you don't have an expertise. It is still for you. Why do I say that? The reason why I say that is because you really don't have to go to any school or any tuition to go and sit down and learn for years a particular skill. There are so many softwares out there that you can lay your hands upon and begin to use it. And you don't even have to let your clients don't have to know the name of the software or the particular software that you are using to get the job done. Okay, so that is what we're talking about here today. And all through this week, we have been discussing about freelancing and how you can start providing a service beyond your locality to the entire world, and how you can begin to make money from that provision. So that is what we've been talking about this week. And I would like to let you know that it is imperative for you to follow me so that you can be up to date with respect to every new tips and tricks for you to maximize the internet for profit that I will be sending to you. And you can definitely subscribe to my newsletter. I encourage you to subscribe to my newsletter, where you would be able to, so that you and I can be in touch. And you can email me. You can send me an email if you have a question, or if you have something that you want to go into and you're trying to just understand whether it is the way to go. You can join my newsletter and download my special business report. That's a freebie for you. Download. You're going to be able to download my special business report from thewellprincess.com/free gift. Okay, I'm going to post that in a second. Hang with me to the end of today's show, and you will be going away with that book. Meanwhile, I'm also going to say to you right now that all of this information, a majority of this information that I'm bringing to you, you can access it by yourself from getting, when you lay your hands on my book, which is one of the bestseller on Amazon, by the way. It has sold multiple copies, but because of this show, I decided to bring down the price so that anybody can afford to get that book. It is $29.99 normally. If you go on Amazon, you can check it out. It's the Digital Business Survivor for a Post-COVID Economy. And it's right there on Amazon. But because I'm running this show and I want to encourage people to learn. See, it is as far as you know. You can only move an inch. You can only take one more step further in your life and career based on the information that you have available at your disposal. So I'm offering to you my Digital Business Survival ebook, which is at a 50. It's actually $19.99 on that side, but I've brought it down to 50% off the price. It's at a ridiculous amount that you can even spend at a restaurant one shot, okay, without looking back. So I'm offering you this book. It's the Digital Business Survivor for a Post-COVID Economy. And in that book, I highlight 11 different digital income streams that anyone, I repeat, anyone can start with no experience, no technical skills, and little to nothing capital in a post-COVID economy. These are the kind of information that you need to be equipping yourself with so that you would have the opportunity to go ahead and start making money for yourself, even if you are home. You don't have to depend on the government opening up the economy for you. You can open up your own economy. And I'm posting that right now. I just posted the link for you to get the book at a 50% off. Use Toby 50 off, and that will take you to a 50% off the price. Now, let's dive. Oh, it seems it did not post. Give me 1 second. Let me post that again. And I'm just going to put some space before the .com so that you can access the link. Before you go, for the link to work, you have to take out the space before the .com. Okay. If you're excited, you're ready for today's show, you're ready to learn the different places where you can set up your gig, give me 100 in the chat box. Give me 100. Thank you. Thank you. I see the 100 coming in. Thank you. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you, Becky. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. Thank you. Adetola, thanks for joining. Yes, I'm excited too. Okay, keep the hundreds coming in. I want to know, because I always like an interactive session. I always want to know that you're following and you're with me in this show. Okay, so let's dive right into the meat of today's topic. Like I said, we have talked about the different ways you can go online and start selling your skills. And I said you don't need to have a skill. You just can, all you have to do is lay your hands on one of the very good software in whatever niche that you want to go, okay? And here today, I want to talk to you about some sites where you can join and create an account quickly so that you can start earning through this model. And I would also take you live. I will take you live. I will share my screen and take you live into one or two of these sites. So hang in there with me today. Enough of we complaining and saying that we're waiting for the government or we're waiting for the economy or something. See, a lot of companies have this, they would always go to this freelancing site to get their works done without having to employ a full-time staff. So if you got a skill in your hands, now is the time for you to start taking that skill to the online community. Take it away from your local base where they are still looking for money to survive or pay their rent, okay? Now is the time for you to take your game to the world and let the world be your market. All right. So I hope you're ready to write. One of the sites where I'm going to be running through this site is about 40 of them. I will be running through them quickly. You can go to odesk.com. That's a general site where you can register for any gig, irrespective of your area of concentration. Let me back up a bit to the last, to some of the hot niches where we discussed the last time, the niches that are very much in high demand. I told you about voiceover artists. I told you about article writing, content creation. I told you about internet research, blog management, search engine optimization. I told you about graphic designs, Those are some of the hot niches that people and businesses are always looking for freelancers to help out with. You have website development, you have social networking services, proofreading and editing, internet research. If you love to do research a lot, there are companies that don't have time to run that research. They will gladly pay you to run the research for them. You have video creation, and you even have course creation where people are willing to pay you to help them do a course that they can able to sell. And I also told you about a software that is actually rounding up its launch, which you can use to do a video course without being on camera. Hit me up if you need that link to get through. Okay, so I just said odes.com is one site to go. You have freelancer.com, you have elance.com. There is 99designs.com. I hope you're taking notes and you're writing these sites down. You have 5kjobber.com. Remember, we are talking about the different sites where you can register your gig, register your expertise that you want to mint for money, and people would find you. So what happens is when you place yourself on on maybe 2 or 3 of this site, normally people that need services will always go to that site to look for professionals. So when they go on that site, the site would show different kinds of people that are offering that services. They would look through your gig, they will look through what you have written, and then they would see if you are competent enough to get the service. So by the time they click on you and they chat you up, you negotiate the price. When you reach a consensus, you reach an agreement, they give you the job, you already have a specified date when you're supposed to deliver the job. Okay, you already have a day when you're supposed to deliver the job. You do the job, make sure you do a good job so that you can get reference and referral from that client, and the client can also give you reviews. Okay, so these are some of the sites where you can register your gig. Whatever gig means, whatever service you're willing to offer to as a freelancer. So we have 5kjobber. Guru.com is another one for general. You have afridesk.com. That's a freelancing site for Africans. Okay, afridesk.com is one of them. You have zulugig.com. That is like a microsite for Africa. It's just like Fiverr. Zulugig.com. You have sweet101.com. That's for writers. If you are very good at writing, writing is something you love to do, people will come there to have you write. They can get your service to write something for their blog, to write something for their website. You have voicebunny.com. If you want to do voiceover, or if you offer voiceover services, register your gig on voicebunny.com. That is where people would go there, because voiceover artists are concentrated there. You have designcrowd.com. If you're doing designs, you register your gig there. Freelanceswitch.com. That's another general site where you can register any gig whatsoever. Donanza.com is another general site. You have getacoder.com. Okay, getacoder.com is for web designers. If your gig is about web designing, about writing, about programming, register your gig on getacoder.com. You have taskcity.com. That's a programming site. Okay, that's for programmers. You know how to program. People go to that site to look for programmers that can help them do one software or the other. You have clickworker.com. Okay, clickworker.com concentrates on online marketing. If you're good at online marketing, you have e-commerce, you're good at e-commerce, your media information, register your gig on clickworker.com. You have xplace.com. Okay, you have xplace.com. That's a site where you have designing, programming. If you know, if writing and editing is a niche you want to go, if translating, people will pay you to translate an article from English to German, from English to Yoruba, from English to any language. You don't have to know how to speak those languages. Okay, all you need is the right software that will do the job within a split of a second for you. You deliver, you get your money, you walk away, you ask for review, you get referral, and most of the time when you do a good job, that client will come back again to reorder from you. And that is the beauty of freelancing. And as I said, freelancing is one of the ways that you can quickly fire your boss and be your own boss. And if you are a woman and you're 100% at home, you're 100%, or you have a business that you're doing, and you can do this on the side as well. Freelancing is something you can always do on the side, and most of the time you get paid in foreign currency. Okay, you charge in dollars. It doesn't matter what part of the country you're on. Convert the $1 to your normal currency and see if you charge $20 for that project. Convert it and see how much you can make in a month if you are committed to doing this and doing a good job. Okay, it can be your passive income, something on the side. When it grows big enough that can take care of all your bills, you fire your boss, be your own boss, and go for it full time. Xplace.com is also one site for designer, programming, writer, editor, translators, marketing. iFreelance.com is another site. Okay, iFreelance.com is another site. Give me 100 in the chat box if you're following me. iFreelance.com is another site. Okay, don't forget, you can always ask me a question. Type in your question, I will attend to it. But I don't want to break the consistency with which I'm going through right now. Projectforhire.com is another site. If you're doing programming, graphic designing, consulting, register your gig on Project for Hire. Scribendy, okay, is another website that you can go. GoFreelance.com is another general site where you can register any kind of gig that you're representing. Freelancesuccess.com, that's a site for writers. You have JoomLancers.com. JoomLancers.com. You have GenuineJobs.com, that's for telecommuting. You have, I already told you, Project for Hire. You have OutsourceEXP.com. That's if you're doing your freelancing with SEO, search engine optimization, programming, engineering, admin, marketing. Those are where that Outsource X is somewhere you can also register yourself. You have freelancefree.com. That's a general site. Directfreelance.com. If you're a writer, a graphic designer, a programmer, register your gig on directfreelance.com. You have hourly.com. That's a general site. You have writerlands.com. That's for writing. From the name, you can tell. You have witchlands.com. That's another general one. Programmingbeats.com. That's for programmers, for graphic designers. Okay. You have maglands.com. That's also for programmers. You have freelancejobsites.com. That's for photography, for web and graphic design. You have peopleperhour.com. Okay, that people per hour is for programmers, for designers, for admin tasks, for accounting. Okay, for public relations. These are the sites that you can register yourself as a freelancer, and you start minting your money using a software, not even stressing. Okay, so if you're ready to go with me online, I'm about to show you my screen. I'm about to share my screen with you, and I will show you how you can. You may be saying to yourself, okay, I don't know how I'm going to set up my gig. I already have a software. How do I set up my gig? What do you mean by setting up a gig? Hang in there with me. Again, this is the Digital Business Survival Show, and my name, as you all know, is Princess Toby, aka the Digital Wealth Princess. And the goal of this show is to help entrepreneurs, everybody, man and woman, professionals, maximize the internet for profit. So even if you are a professional, you have your job, you have your full-time job, you have to prepare. Anything can happen at any time. Keep something on the side for yourself. Commit 2 hours a day to your online business, and before you know it, you would see it grow gradually and gradually. And what that is the essence of this Digital Business Survival Show. Remember to subscribe to my newsletter by going to which and when you go to subscribe, you would also get one of my free gifts, which is my special business report. It's a snippet from my book, The Digital Business Survival for a post-COVID economy, which is a bestseller on Amazon. So when you go there, you would be able to download that book, read the business report, go over it, and it will give you an idea of what is available out there that you can begin to leverage to maximize the internet for profit. And I encourage you, lay your hands on my book. It's at 50% off. It's at $9.99. It's something that you can easily get. Go through it. Send me an email if you have a question, or come on board this program. Ask your questions and you will get your questions answered. So now let's go to, I'm going to share my screen with you right now. Okay, I'm sharing my screen with you. Let's first go to fiverr.com. So when I'm talking about setting up your gig, when you go to fiverr.com, which is one of the sites that I told you about, when you go there, this site you just have is a free site. You register your gig for free on Fiverr. This is my own account that I logged into. That's my account. And in this account, anyone out there, okay, send me something you may want to do. Let's say you want to go for graphic design. Okay, you just type in graphic design here. You search. All right. So, okay, so I just searched graphic design gigs came up. These are what I call gigs. You see this guy here, he says, I will be your personal Photoshop expert and graphic designer. It says this gig is starting at $15. Okay, this other guy, I will create any kind of graphic design with idea. You see, this guy is saying starting at $50. One thing I want you to focus on, look at this review here. See this? It has 5-star review. And that is for when this stuff you see in parentheses is the number of people that have given him this review. Okay, that is 576 people have given this guy idea it 5-star. Look at this guy, 504. Now let me tell you this: for you to actually get a review, about 20% of your clients are the ones that would give you that would come back to give you a review on the job done. So imagine when 576 have given this guy a review. If 20% of all of the people he has done a job for are the ones that gave him this 576, that means he has done thousands of jobs. Okay, he has done almost 2,000 jobs and is taking $50 on each job. Let's look at his gig. Let's open it up. Okay, so this is the guy. His name is Idea It. Is a top-rated seller. He has 5 stars, 576 gig, and he still has 5 others in queue. Okay, he has 5 others in queue. When I'm talking about you setting up your gig, if you want to go into graphic designing, excuse me, for example, you pick someone that is already into the business, you pick a gig, then you look at that gig. Okay, this is his gig. This is what he writes. He said, looking for something unique, creative, eye-catching, very professional and clean design. You are in the right place. I'm an expert graphic designer and can do a fantastic job by your request. Why should you hire me? My work is impressive, is effective and affordable. I have 10 years of experience. You don't have to put this 10 years of experience if you do not have the experience, but you just model. You pick about 2 or 3 of these guys, model your gig, look at what they posted, then you try to copy some of their stuff, okay, and put it, make sure it's something you can do. You see where it says what I can do for you. Make sure whatever you're putting as what you can do, the software that you plan to use can offer it, okay? So look at it, says I can do logo design, business cards, banners, brochures, flyers. These are some of the things this guy can do. So for you to copy, model your gig with this guy's own, you have to make sure that your software that you want to use can do whatever you're writing out there, because you don't want to end up getting a job and you don't have the right resource in your hands. You see where he has 7 days delivery. When you're setting up a gig, you always have to set up when you will deliver, and you have to, the best way, you see how the way he got this 5 stars is because he delivered on time. He did a good job. So when you're a freelancer, you have to keep to your days of delivery. Okay, he also has unlimited revision. Let's look at someone else. Let's look at another person. Let's pick let's see, I see this guy, he does his own for $10. I'm going to open him up. Let's see what it does. Is $10. It says, I will create graphic design of any kind that you need. Why do people love this seller? He also has 5-star review. He has done 504. He has 543, 4.9 star. He has 5 others in queue. You see what is unique about this guy? He says, I'm unique. I give unique and creative design, 100% satisfaction, and fast turnaround. What you will get, 1 week design support, okay? For small tweaks and after completion thing. You see, these are the stuff. You can see his stuff is almost similar to the other guy. Okay, so I'm not telling you what does not happen. You can just pick 1 or 2 people. You see, design process, contact me to discuss your idea, order, get a quote and place an order. Draft, I will get back to you within the initial draft, ask revision, and then you approve the final draft. Okay, his offering is basic at a $10, which is small design, simple web banners, simple social media post headers. This does not include source file. It's offering that at $10. You see, this is what it does at $35. Intermediate design flyers, business cards, logo, banner ads, postcards, and others. This is going to deliver in 2 days. Why is it delivering in 2 days? Because it's using a software. It's a no-brainer, guys. It's a no-brainer. Okay, it's using a software, and here is going to give them the source file. Your software will give you all these things. Then the premium offer is doing it at $80, top level large print designs, ebooks, okay, posters, billboards, roll-up banners, and others with source. 3 days delivery, 9 times revision. Revision means, okay, I need you to change this part of the thing. You will do it 9 times for you, and then your job will be done. All these are from Fiverr.com. So this is one of the places where you can register your gig, model what other people have done, okay? Model from their description and use it to set up your own gig. Another place is Upwork.com. Okay, this is Upwork.com. And here, people kind of bid for, you can bring your game also here. It is also free to do. You can search, see here, I search course creator. Okay, and this lady came up, Rachel M. She has already earned $3,000 plus from this job on this Upwork site. It says, I am an online course creator. Whether you want to update and enhance your current online course or create a brand new course from scratch, I will do all the heavy liftings for your course so that you can rest or whatever. She charges $50 per hour. Remember, guys, as of Wednesday, I told you there is a software that just launched that you can use to create a course from the scratch. So if you have that software, you can also go ahead and set up a gig like that of Rachel. You set up a gig and you see, it says, here is what I can do for you. I can create your online course from scratch. We'll work together to create an outline, including narration, script, and slides. That software that I told you about on Monday will do this for you. So you don't have to think about it. Okay, I can create supplemental careers for your course, such as workbooks and all that. I will turn an already existing course into an ebook, expand your ebook into a course. Look at it. She has 67 total hours. She has earned 3,000 plus, and she has she has done 2 total jobs. So it's not even about the numbers sometimes. If you know what you're doing, you can set up your gig like this, like that of Rachel. $3,000 is something. Look at this guy, 100% job success. He also charges $50 per hour. So what am I saying? This is freelancer.com, another site that I told you. This is freelancer.com. Here, you would also set up your gig for free. And what happens in this freelancer.com is people come, they say, okay, I want this project. I am looking for, let me give you an instance. This guy says, I am looking for a designer to create a design for a new sign for my own bar. The sign reads Club Tropicana. So what happens is someone says, post a job project. Then you as a freelancer, you go there and you make a bid. You see here, it says 17 bids. People have bidded, different designers have bidded. They already have 17 bids for that job that he posted. And the average price that they're charging is trying to open up, is $31 per hour. So if you win the bid, it's like you bidding for something. If you win the bid, the person will give you the project. When you get the project, you work on it. Okay, this is the quote. This is the offer. I'm looking for a designer to create a design. The sign reads this. It should incorporate 1 palm tree and colors being pink and yellow. Be creative. All you need to do is have the right software, guys. Have the right software. And look at it. budget, they will always post their budget. It says, I'm offering between £10 to £20. People, you as a freelancer will go there, you would offer, you see 36 freelancers are bidding on average at the 23 pounds for this job. You see, these are the people that are bidding. So when you also register yourself, you will be able to bid for jobs. And if you get the job, you do the job. This is the potential of what freelancing can do for you. All right. If you are saying this as a no-brainer for you, give me a 20 in the chat box. Let me see if you, let me know if you're following and you think you can do this. You think you can do this. All right. Thank you. Yes, I see the feedback. Yes, it is very easy. It's all about determination. Let me tell you something. In life, when you think something is not easy, it will never be easy for you. So it all starts from your mindset. You have to first work on your mindset. Believe you can do it. If other people can do it, if that lady can make $3,000 with 2 jobs, just 2 jobs, guys, 2 jobs, she has made $3,000. Rachel has made $3,000 from 2 jobs. You can do it. And I tell you, she is not doing it by herself. She has softwares. There are softwares out there that would help you get the job done and out in good time. That is the essence of going the freelancer way. If you are a student, you are home at this time, you're not doing anything, you just gallivanting around, think to yourself, put some money together, get some resources, lay your hands on the right software, and you will be on your way to earning even before school starts, even before school resumes. Okay, this is the potential of what you have. If you're a full-time housewife, this is something you can do when your kids go to school. Okay, now there's COVID-19, probably they're not going to school. Give them a compulsory nap time. Stay awake at night. Do what you have to do and start minting your money right within the comfort of your home. All you need is the right software, internet connection, your computer, and you will be on your way to making your money stress-free and glitch-free. This, again, is a digital business survival show. One other thing I always tell people, I always say, do not go out without equipping yourself. Whatever niche you want to go into, make sure you get the right education, the right information before you go out there, so that you don't go out and then you go out haphazardly and you get then run back without no result. I have a freelancing course that teaches you from start to finish how you can be a freelancer, what to do, how to set up your gigs, how to get the job coming in, how to build up your reviews and all that. And today I offer it at a 70% off the price. I'm going to post the link also. But before if freelancing is what you want to do, make sure that you get the right education. Lay your hands on this course, okay? And it will help you. It will teach you all you need to know for you to be a freelancer. Give me 1 second to post you the link. Hopefully they would yeah. So give me 1 second. I'm going to post you the link to get the freelancing course. Is at 70% off. You can use Toby70 now to get the 70% off of that course. Okay. I'm also going to put a space before the .com just so that you can access the link. Get that particular course is a freelancing course. It will teach you all you need to know from start to finish as a freelancer, how you can set up your gig, how you get the jobs coming in. And before you know it, guys, I'm telling you, before you know it, by the time you get the first job, you get the second job, that's it. You are on your way to your financial freedom as a freelancer. That's what we are talking about here. So for sticking with me to the end of today, let me just run through some of those sites that I told you again. I told you about, I will stop sharing my screen. I told you about Fiverr.com. Okay, that's a general site where you can register your gig. I told you about Upwork.com, and I just took you inside Fiverr. I just took you inside Upwork. I also just took you inside Freelancer.com. Okay, you have Guru.com. Those are one of the sites. You have design.com, designcrowd.com if you want to be a designer. You have getacoder.com for web design, for writing, for programming. These are some of the sites that you can register your gig. And I just told you how you can put that gig up in no time without you stressing. All right. This is the course. This is the link to that course that I told you about that is launching right now that you can use to create a course just like Rachel has done and has earned $3,000 for only 2 jobs. Okay. You can lay your hands on this resource. Is actually launching right now. I'm going to post the link again. It's actually going through its launch right now. That is something you can use if you want to be a course creator. Okay, so you can use that for your course. All right, so let me give you the link to go download my news, my special business report. In that special business report, I talk about 11 different I talk about the SWOT analysis of 11 digital income streams that anyone can start with no experience, no technical skills, no capital. When you go through it, I also encourage you to get my book, get a copy of my book so that you can have because that one is just a report. It doesn't give you everything in there, but you can lay your hands on a copy of my book. And then when you get that, you can look through it to give you the comprehensive information of what you need. I'm always putting, space before the .com so that you can be able to access the link. This is the link for you to get my special business report. Download my special business report from theworldprincess.com/free gift. And you would also be subscribing to my newsletter where I would even be letting you know of different softwares that are going through their launch that are going to be at a one-time cheap price that you can lay your hands on and use that for your freelancing project. Okay, so and if you're in business, subscribe to my newsletter. You will always find something helpful. I will always send you things that are helpful for your businesses. Okay, so let's bring this home. Freelancing is the way for you to sell your expertise for money. And I have just told you the different sites where you can register your gig. I have also told you in my prior show the different hot niches that are out there for you to leverage on and start getting your own money from freelancing. Okay, so do not forget to subscribe to my newsletter, and I'm also posting you a link to my book. Always remember to take off the space before the .com. That's a link to my book. It's a digital business survivor for a post-COVID economy, and it actually shows you 11 different models that anyone can start with no technical skills, no experience, and no capital, that you can start businesses that you can start and start making your money right now. Is at a 50% off the price. Used to be 50 off to get it at about $9.99 or thereabout. Okay, this again is the Digital Business Survival Show. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Remember, you have to first, work on your mindset, believe in yourself that you can do this, and the sky will just be your starting point. Thanks for joining me. Have a beautiful weekend. Have a restful weekend. Remember to stay safe, okay? Stay safe, social distancing, stay healthy. I love you, and I will see you next week. Princess Toby signing out.